How do buyers intimidate salespeople? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. It's July 29th, 2017, 4:28 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales. Now, it could very well be that you meet with a buyer and you go to sit down to talk to them and they say, hey, look, I only got 10 minutes. So buyers sometimes try to intimidate you with false time constraints. They tell you that they're busy. They tell you that they can't meet with you. They tell you just drop off some information and I'll get back to you. But what you got to know is if your information is important, are you really going to be able to tell somebody what they need to know in 10 minutes? Is that really going to happen, or is that really going to look like you're desperate? Now, I got to let you know, this is how I deal with somebody who tells me, look, I don't have time to meet with you. Someone says, hey, can't you just give me some information, give me a brochure? Look, I am the brochure for what I do, okay? That's one way I answer it. Someone says, well, I don't have time to meet with you. Okay, well, then, when this becomes important to you, let's set up a time for me to meet. In the meantime, what are you going to do while it fails, right? So I do sales training. I'm going to ask, what are you going to do while your sales training fails? And that usually gets them to open up in a conversation. What they're doing is they're checking you. They're like, hey, buddy, when you were a kid and you were younger and you bumped into somebody and then they bumped into you and you're seeing if they were going to wuss out or if they were going to sit there and fight. That's what they're playing chicken with you. They're saying, how valuable is your information? Now, I've heard people say, if the buyer says, I've only got 10 minutes, well, your job as a salesperson to go, well, I only got 5, okay? And then it becomes a little bit of a contest. I've used that once or twice. It never worked well for me. I was willing to test it out. I'm going to let you know, but your belief in your product, your service, your widget, your gizmo, whatever you sell and whatever you have to offer is really meant to deal with that time constraint. If someone's telling you, I only got 10 minutes, you got to know as a professional in your job, you can't give a pre-zo in 10 minutes. You can't ask the needed questions you need to know. You can't do discovery in 10 minutes. That person's playing chicken. They're like, how valuable is your information? Is it real? Is it legit? And, depending upon the industry, depending upon what you do, maybe you can do it in 10 minutes. But is that really the buyer that you want? Do you really want to start a relationship off with someone putting some sort of restraints on there saying, I don't have time for you, give me what you got in a couple seconds, right? Could be, but for the most part, you're going to lose out because all it's going to come down to for that person is price, and they're going to become a price shopper because you couldn't deliver information, you couldn't deliver value. Some buyers try to intimidate you with false time constraints. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last of all, one more thing. You can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.